is Scott Welch, Muscle Insider Magazine. I'm here with the promoter of the Vancouver Island Showdown, Corey Swiergosz.
Hey, thanks for having me, Scott. Super excited to be here.
So listen, the first time the Vancouver Island Showdown happened was in 2015. This is now the third time coming back. Tell us about that show.
Yeah, I mean, we started out in 2015. Was a great event. First time that we brought the show to Victoria after a long layoff. So at that show specifically, we had two great guest posers, Jose Raymond and IFBB Pro Paulo Almeida as well. And ever since, we brought it back last year, and we're coming back again for a third time. And we're looking obviously to make an annual event and continue to grow year after year.
Now, you've got a background in not only being a competitor at the national level, but you actually used to promote concerts as well. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in my university age and during the my 20s, I did a lot of concert promotion back in Northern Ontario, and so I was able to take the experiences of putting on a show at a very high level in terms of stage, lighting, and everything else to be able to put on a really entertaining theatrical show for the athletes. And I take a lot of that aspect and I put it into the the fitness show that I do here now, and offer a real top quality, professionally well done stage for the athletes to compete on.
I have not seen a theater like the McPherson Theater in some time. Over 700 seats. Tell us about that venue.
Yeah, I mean, the McPherson Playhouse was built in 1920, and it's a historical site. Incredible theater, very much a Shakespearean theatrical theater. Everything is red and gold. And this year, we're actually pulling out a very cool feature with the stage. We're actually going to be doing a massive 12 by 36 foot custom backdrop for the show this year. And so we're going to embody everything that the island has to offer. The island is known for the Sika tree, which is a local tree that's indigenous to the area. So our backdrop is going to have a number of Sika trees on it. We have water, we have mountains, we have everything. We have snow peaks, everything that embodies what the island is. We're going to bring that to the stage, to the show. So when you see the pictures after the show posted, you're going to know that it is the Vancouver Island Showdown. You're going to know that it's local. We're trying to really embody the local community within Victoria and be able to have that synergy, with also being in the historical theater, but then also tying in all the elements that really make the island. So
now, I mean, the Signet tree, is that what was that?
Yeah, so it's a Sika.
Sika tree.
Yeah, Sika tree. Yeah.
Okay. So you learn something new here at Muscle Insider. We're all about educating. Yeah. But listen, back to muscle here. We got Richie Chan, speaking of locals. He's going to be your guest poser.
Absolutely. Richie Chan, co-owner of West Coast Iron, who's a big supporter for our show. He's going to be coming out. He's going to be guest posing. He's getting ready to do a string of events, obviously IFBB Pro shows throughout the States before and after. So we're able to get him at top peak, condition-wise. We had him at the Vancouver Island Showdown, the Vancouver Van City Showdown last year, which was incredible event. He guest posed there, and I know he's been working really, really hard to bring in his posing routine for this year to be even better.
One of the things that I like about you as a promoter is you really foster the whole community, the local community. You drill right down. I mean, even another local, we've got Ron Partlow as your MC, Big Ron.
Yeah, absolutely, Big Ron, obviously with Mutant and co-owner of West Coast Iron as well. We really think that, you have to support the grassroots athlete. You have to support the grassroots business. You have to be able to make the show, a core fundamental of the actual fitness community. It's the only way that it's going to grow is if you utilize the people within it to be able to, truly have a show that people can call their own. So we try to bring in, as many people as we can. We also have a local promoter in Victoria. We have Andrew Kirsten of Fuel Supplements, which is the title sponsor for our event. He brings, a magnitude of support from the local community. He's been able to go out and reach out to the businesses there, and it's been, overwhelming support. We have everybody from Odyssey, which is the gym that we partner with. So anybody who, comes as part of the show, any of the athletes can train at the gym for free all weekend. We also have Fleming Fitness has come on board to be able to provide pump-up equipment for the athletes. So that's been a great help as well. And then we have other ones that you wouldn't typically think of, but we have the Ruby, which is a breakfast joint in Victoria. They have 2 locations. Every athlete that enters their show on Sunday can show their show badge at the Ruby, and they'll get a free breakfast. So we've got a lot of really, really cool things happening with the athletes. Mr. Lube's going to be giving away free oil changes as well. There's going to be a lot of really cool things. We're starting to do the numbers right now. now, I mean, a show entry costs you $105. And, you know, we're looking at the value of what we're giving an athlete back. So in terms of the athlete bags, in terms of obviously free meals, oil changes, different things, and you're going to get over 2x your money from entering the show back in actual things back from the local community, from the sponsors. So it's
amazing. I mean, Muscle Insider is going to be covering it. We're going to be the live coverage that you guys are known for, but we've also got photo packages there from Ali Sharad.
Yeah, absolutely. Ali's going to be there. We also have Greg Cleaver's also going to be there offering backstage photo packages. Both those photographers will also be doing photo shoots before and after at the local gyms, or if you want to take advantage of the beautiful scenery in Victoria, they can definitely, you know, do an outdoor shoot for you as well.
Don't make the mistake of getting all diced, getting in shape, and not getting a professional photo package. You're so kicking yourself. It may cost you, you know, $100 to $200 worth to get it there, but later on, when you're my age and you're looking back and saying, man, I should have got one of those photo packages, because it's never going to look as good. I mean, at Muscle Insider, we put lower resolution photos up, so we do not put the high resolution photos that you're getting. So get a package. This is how you promote there. It's how you get your name out there. So definitely don't cheap out on that. Speaking of which, in terms of the shows that you've done over the years, what were some of the highlights? Because obviously you mentioned Jose Raymond, you had him as a guest poser with Paulo Almeida. What was that like to be with the 212 King, Jose Raymond?
Yeah, I mean, definitely have had a lot of highlights over the years. And you know what, honestly, I mean, I can't do this alone. So I've got a great team that comes together. And I've always said putting on a show for me is like putting on a big party for my friends and family. And I've always looked at it that way. And so, you know, I'm able to, you know, to host the party. I like putting on a good party for everybody who's attending. So I mean, it's really just being able to spend time with, with your team, everybody that helps you put the show together, everybody that works backstage, your tanners, your graphic designers, everybody. I mean, there's, it takes truly an army of, 12 to 15 people to put this show on. I think being able, to put on a show with them, to be successful, to be happy, and really have those wins with them is what, some of the most memorable experiences, that I've had. It's great, to be able to give back to the community and to be able to hire these IFBB pros that have spent their entire life, training to be able to be professional athletes, to have the opportunity to be paid for their craft. It's one thing that I really personally believe in and believe, even though the guest poses are starting to become less and less relevant in the industry nowadays, I think it's very important for the longevity and the livelihood of these IFBB pros to bring them into the actual show. So I started out, looking at, Jose Raymond. We brought in Cody Montgomery. We brought in Regan Grimes. We brought in Chris Bumstead. A number of athletes, both American and Canadian. And now, as I've kind of gone through it, we're definitely honing in on more local athletes. Obviously, we have Richie Chan here this year. Going to give him an opportunity to get into the public, get into the in front of the people in Victoria, and try and grow his name as well. So, I mean, that's even just the satisfaction there of bringing athletes that people may not know who they are, but as long as they're good people and they're willing to contribute to the sport, and be good to the athletes. We like bringing them out to the shows because there's definitely great value for everybody involved in that, and helps the athlete grow, and hopefully more opportunities come for that athlete as well.
And top 3 from this qualify for the Vancouver Pro?
Yeah, absolutely. So, perfect timing this year. We come in, approximately a month before the Vancouver Pro Show. So top 3 of each class will qualify for that event. And we strongly recommend. Michelle puts on an incredible show at the Vancouver Pro, which is held in Vancouver. So we definitely promote all the athletes that qualify to enter her show, less than a month later.
That's amazing. That's great. June 15th, McPherson Theatre. Is it McPherson Playhouse Theatre? And that's in Victoria. Scott Welch, Muscle Insider Magazine. We'll hope to see you there.